My current event this week is from July 8th, 2019, in St. Louis, Missouri. There are so many traumatic calls in St. Louis, paramedics are quitting their jobs. The St. Louis fire chief says between 2 and 4 paramedics are quitting each month, and there's no one to replace them. The department should have 55 paramedics right now, and right now they have 35, Chief Dennis Jenkerson said. The shootings, the traumatic injuries to young and small children, it has an effect, he said. The paramedics who leave often go to other counties where they have fewer calls and fewer traumas, he said. St. Louis is in the midst of an epidemic of violence. So this department in St. Louis, Missouri is extremely low on paramedics. Um, so low that it's hard for them to operate. They should have close to 55 and they're down 20 paramedics. Um, the chief thinks this is because of the increase of traumatic and violent calls they've been getting lately. Um, he says car crashes, incidents, shootings, children getting injured. This is all just happening too much for them, and um, it's just too puts too much strain on them, and they start quitting. And their list for people to hire, there's nobody else on the list for paramedics. They're all EMTs or firefighters or um, not qualified. So there's no reason why this sudden increase in violence is happening. I guess maybe there's something to do with gangs or other criminal activities in St. Louis um, that could be spiking this epidemic, but um, or it could just be random, just a coincidence that this is happening. Um, Nationwide, we are short on paramedics. People just that people just don't want to do it. That post 9/11, go get them mindset of red blooded Americans going into the army, police force, or fire department. That's starting to die off. People are starting to see the police as the bad guys. Um, they're glorifying um, things they shouldn't, and they're finding no interest in uh, police, army, or fire anymore. So we're all getting slammed with this decrease of insufficient, unqualified personnel, and we can't keep up.